The big news, of course, is the signing yesterday of Aaron Ramsey. How much of an impact will he have on your team, both on and off the pitch, and what sort of work goes into bringing a player of that calibre to the club?
Well, it's of course, I'm very happy with the last day of the transfer window, bringing in two players, Matthäus as a fullback, and of course Ramsey for midfield. So really happy and pleased to have him in the squad. First contact I had with him was over the weekend, and to be able to bring in a player like Aaron was is a very good opportunity for us. Luckily, all the hard work for Ross Wilson he put in the last days, we could bring him in, and he will bring experience and quality to the squad. And as I said before, you have to be ready in a transfer window, and just make sure you're prepared, and to leave the window stronger as a squad than you started it. And I think we achieved that over this window.
And is there a possibility he could feature tomorrow? And can you give us an injury update, specifically Phil Hollander and Leon Balogun? Are they any closer to first team action?
Yeah, well, Aaron, he trained with the squad today. He just comes back from a couple of weeks he didn't play. So, for tomorrow it's too soon for him to be involved. But I expect him to be in the squad in the near future, really quick. Hollander is still out, still playing, but he has to play games to get his rhythm back. So hopefully he can also feature in the next coming weeks. And Leon is fit, so he's traveling with us tomorrow.
As well as players coming in, that'll get the focus. How important was it that you kept all the players in the squad, the likes of Joe Aribo, Ryan Kent, Borna Barisic, etc.?
Well, that's also important because you don't want to lose players who are valuable to the squad and very important players, starters. So I'm happy, we didn't have to sell or like a big club came for them. So in that aspect, I'm quite happy that we kept them, and also happy with the players we brought in.
In the last couple of away matches, the team has got in front and then seemed to sit back and try and play on the counter. Is that a tactical thing or a mentality, or just the way the game has gone?
Well, I think I don't think we played on the counter last Saturday. I mean, I think we play really well. We didn't sit deep. We make mistakes which brought Ross County back into the game. We had to dig deep to overcome, the 2-1, and we did, I think, really, really well the second half. I think the best half we played after the break, with intensity, with rhythm, with creating chances, and coming back to 3-2, two big chances to go 4-2 ahead, and then of course last minute get the goal against us. But we were very disappointed about the result, which is normal. But I think the way we played second half, was really positive, and we have to bring that game also tomorrow. And so in that way, tactically, I don't think we sit deep, but so you also have to do your game management and see how games will go. If you're up and running, you don't have to defend. If you're having problems in the game, maybe you sit a little bit deeper. But it's all in your game management.
You of course return to Celtic Park tomorrow night. How much are you looking forward to this one?
Well, good. I mean, what's the case for players is the same for coaches. You have to you have special games in your career, in the season, and of course for me and the club, the Old Firm is the biggest game we play in the league. Games I played as a player, now also as a coach. So, but it's the same. You want to enjoy the games, you want to be successful, and make sure you get a good result.
And I'm sure, like you say, you'll have many memories of this fixture, and you've been involved in huge games across your whole career. Is there still some nerves there, or is it excitement? How do you feel in the build-up to this fixture?
Well, I feel of course, excitement because it's a big game. I played many big games in my career: Old Firms, Clásico, World Cup final, Champions League final. I mean, Euros, World Cup. So, all exciting games, and so to prepare for games like this is really nice because you want to get the best out of your team. You want to perform well. You want to make sure everything is well organized. So. But it's all, with a lot of energy and to make sure everything is there to get a good result.
Giovanni, I wonder if you've got a decision to make with regards to your goalkeeper in terms of what happened against Ross County at the weekend, or will you continue to back Alan McGregor?
No, I don't have a decision to make. I mean, it's for me, Alan is the number one goalkeeper, and with goalkeepers. If they make a mistake, it's most of the time it's crucial. But I think Alan is still is a great goalkeeper. He saved us many times this season, and would be strange for me to get him out of the team after a game we played on Saturday. It's you don't want to make mistakes on purpose. It will overcome you, but. Alan turned 40 yesterday, so he has all the experience to overcome this situation as well. And, for me, it was no discussion to think about taking Alan out of the team.
Alfredo Morelos is obviously away on international duty with Colombia. He didn't even make the squad for the game against Peru last week. Can you give us your take on that, being without a player who doesn't feature for his international team? And if he's not going to be in the squad for the game against Argentina tonight, is there any scope for bringing him back for the game tomorrow?
Well, I mean, it's obviously you don't want to lose players in the season, and we have to respect the rules on the FIFA calendar because as a club we cannot do anything, but it's a pity for him and also for us as a club that he's not even in the squad. So. He's been 2 weeks away, but not featured in the game. So I don't know if he will be in the squad for the Argentina game. But to not have him in the squad and Morales, not having minutes with his country, it's very harsh, especially for Morales himself.
In terms of looking at the short term and the long term and the signings, was that something you had a lot of chat with your staff and Ross Wilson over?
Well, of course, we spoke a lot with Ross the last weeks. When I came here at the club about the squad, potential targets we have for positions, and of course we knew that Nathan was really valued in the market, and so we needed to change the squad in January. And as you said, we only wanted to move in the market if we can get quality in. And you said to get Diallo in from United, and of course Ramsey from Juventus. That those are possibilities you won't have a lot as a club. And so I'm really happy that we were successful in those transfers. And of course, bringing also Mateus as a backup for James. It's a very talented fullback. So also really happy that we could sign him. So I think, as I said before, you have to be prepared as a club, and I think we acted really well this window.
Celtic obviously provide a different challenge, a different kind of challenge to other teams in the league. Does that mean there's a natural tendency on your behalf to default to a more defensive approach, or do you intend, without telling us your squad obviously, to continue with the normal style in which a club plays?
Well, as I said before, we're going to prepare every team in watching games and see where their strengths lies. See where we can deploy any spaces and be dangerous. So. Of course, with the quality Celtic has, it's different from any other team in Scotland because, they're a top team, a good team. So we have to be well prepared and make sure we have our game plan. We have so, and now we have to execute it tomorrow.